My name is Lsobs from Lilongwe, Mitundu. Lilongwe is the capital city of Malawi. In 2013, my brother Vinjoyo Gondo was in Zambia. There he was attending the school, that is the Zambia School of Biblical Studies. After he came back, he told me a lot about this school. And at that point of time, I was studying at Skyway University, and I was studying accounting. After he briefed me about this school, I was interested, and I went there to attend the classes there for 2 years. After coming back, I heard that Vinjoyo Gondo and also some brethren, they were preparing for a big meeting, which was in 2016. After that, Brother Gilbert, Ron Gilbert from United States of America, and also some brethren around here, they sat down and also they asked this Brother Gilbert, to start a school here. In 2017, that's when we started this school, and as of now, I'm one of the instructors at this school, that is Lilongwe School of Biblical Studies. Around this school, which is in Lilongwe, we have over 50 congregations which are around this school. These are the congregations who sat down with Brother Gilbert to ask for a school here. After this, brethren sat down and see that there was a need for school here, so that brethren can be helped mainly spiritually about the doctrine of our Lord Jesus Christ. This school, the Lilongwe School of Biblical Studies, is located in Mitundu, in Lilongwe, which is the capital city of Malawi. As of now, the school is in its 6th year. We have got 2 classes now who have graduated. We thank our brother Ronald Gilbert and also IBTM and also some of the faithful congregations which are there in the United States who are striving to help us here, so that this school should continue preaching the word of God and also teaching some of the brethren who are going to help the church. We know that there are some brethren who cannot make it to come here from the United States of America, but we hope through supporting this school that maybe one day we are going to meet in heaven, and we're going to be discussing there that you helped us in Malawi, in Lilongwe, so that we can train a lot of preachers in Malawi. As I've already said, that we started this school in 2017. We started with 7 students, and these students, they were around Mitundu from these congregations. We had tough time to choose these students, simply because, you know, there were a lot of people who wanted to come and attend the school. But because of the capacity that we had at that point of time, we did not manage to allow these brethren to come. At that point of time, I think we had over 80 brethren who wanted to come and study at this school. Because we had a rented house at that point of time, we did not have the structure to attend maybe 80 students. We managed to pick 7 students, and the students at that point of time, we were renting in a small house around Mitundu. 2 years later, 7 students graduated, and after these 7 students graduated, that's when we had our next class, that's next intake in 2019 to 2020, where also we see through your help, brethren from America, that we also had 9 students who also graduated from this school. Through the help, the effort, and also the help from brethren there, Brother Ronald Gilbert, and also the brethren around there, and also congregation, not forgetting the IBTM, we, at the end of the day, through the sponsoring and also the funds that brethren there they were sending, we managed to purchase a plot or a place where we built a school there, school structures. We, as of now, we have got 3 buildings where we have got the hostel and the toilets. We have also have got also the classroom and also the library, and also have got the dining, the kitchen, and also the the office. As of now, as I'm talking about, we are having 17 students. This is now the third intake that we are having as of now. So through these two intakes that we have got, first one which we had in 2017 and also in 2019, and as of now, as I've already said, that we are having the third intake, which we are having 17 students. With these former students, which are now, if you add from 7 and to 9 students, we are around 17 students who are our graduates as of now. And we are still in touch with these brethren from different areas. Some of them, they are from central region and of this country of Malawi, and some of them, they are from the north, and some of them, they are from the south. But we are still in contact with these brethren. As of now, these brethren, they give us reports about the baptism, about restorations, and also even the new congregations. If we can go back and see in our records with these brethren whom they are still sending us these three things that I have already said, like baptism and also restoration and new congregation. If you can start with baptism, we have got over 5,000 baptism in 5 years. As of now, it's over 5,000. Even though there are some brethren where we have a problem of network, we cannot reach them. We rely on them to come here. Maybe sometimes it may take maybe 3 months or 6 months or even a year without communicating to them, simply because of the issues of network. But at the end of the day, those brethren who have who gave us report, who we can talk with, we have got 5,000 baptism, and also have got over 12,000 restorations, and also we have got new 20 congregations that now we have introduced, we have planted in different places through these brethren who have studied here. We can say that as of now we are progressing, simply because these brethren, they are helping these congregations, and also we have got reports not only from these brethren, but also from the brethren who are worshiping there. They can even send us that the school there is doing a good job in training these brethren, because as of now the congregations, they are now sound in doctrine of our Lord Jesus Christ. With this also, brethren, they are still helping us in many areas. We know sometimes us at school, we are busy with maybe teaching. These people, they go in door to door preaching the word of God, and also even helping us in conducting some gospel meetings that we have here in Malawi. These people, they are speaking in a lot of meetings that we have in Malawi. So we thank brethren there in United States for helping us in doing this work, so that this work should go up, and also so that we can train a lot of brethren, and that at the end of the day we should have sound preachers and also sound congregations. We also have helped a lot of congregations, mainly in building the churches, and also even also some of roofing. You know, at the end of the day here in Malawi, we have got some brethren who don't have a place to worship. Sometimes people, they worship under the tree. Sometimes people, they worship in one of the brethren in their house. They will worship there. We have got also brethren who are worshiping at a school, a primary school, where there are a lot of denominations also who lent some classrooms there, so that they can worship on the first day of the week. But we have also this problem of brethren also worshiping at a primary school, a school that is a government school, where we have different denominations. And when we are worshiping, you know, there's confusion, because some of these denominations, they use instrumental music, and they affect the brethren whom we worship in truth and spirit. So through the help of you, brethren there in America, we have managed to help some congregations whom they had a building, but the problem now is the roof. We know this mainly starting from December, January, February, and March. It's rainy season here in Malawi, and these brethren, they have got a problem of worshiping. Sometimes they don't worship because there's rains, but at the end of the day, we have helped these churches to have the roofing. As of now, they are worshiping in a good room church building. And also we have been also helping those churches which they didn't even have a building, as I've already said, that some of these congregations they are worshiping under the tree, and also maybe they are worshiping on the a primary school, a government school. We have managed also to build some church buildings so that these people they can worship there. But as of now, we have a lot of brethren coming here to ask for help, so that maybe you can help them to build their churches, and also maybe to help them in roofing, and also a lot of things that brethren they are meeting. We hope that the brethren there, we are going to continue helping us here in Malawi, so that we can have a lot of church buildings, good church buildings, where brethren they can worship in truth and spirit without some disturbance. As I've already said, another big problem that we are having now is the issue of the brethren now worshiping in the government schools, where we have got a lot of denominations around there, and we know, you know, that if they are using instrumental music when us also we are worshiping, it's a very big problem, because they are disturbing us, and at a certain point of time, you know, children, our children, they can most of the times they go there where they see that people they are using instrumental music. But if you are going to have our own church buildings, you know, some brethren they are trying their best to have the building, but maybe the problem is what is the roofing there, which we have already started doing that.
I'm Vinjero Gondwe, one of the instructors at Longo School of Biblical Studies. Maybe some of you have heard about this school, or maybe some of you, it's your first time hearing about this school. But this school has been in existence now. This is the 6th year. So it's 6 years ago when it started. It was in 2011, I think it was 2011, when I met this brother in class. His name is Brother Franklin Kumwenda. He has just arrived in Malawi. Of course, he is a Malawian, but he went to Zambia to work. So he stayed in Zambia for many years. And it was when he was in Zambia, that's when he learned about Zambia School of Biblical Studies. And that time, it was hard for him to attend the Zambia School of Biblical Studies. But he had some sons. So out of his sons, I think there were 4 of his sons went to Zambia School of Biblical Studies, and they finished studying the Bible at Lsobs. So a time came for him to retire where he was working in Zambia. So when he retired, he thought of coming back home here in Malawi. So when he came in Malawi in 2011, that's when I met him. He was attending at a church where I was also a member of, in Area 36, Church of Christ in Lilongwe. That's the capital city of Malawi. And I heard him preaching. Of course, by then I was young, but I heard him preaching, and I was very interested to learn more about him, where he has learned where he has learned the Bible. And I saw that he was the one preaching, and also his sons, they were also preaching at our church where I was a member of. Of course, by then I was very young, but I was able to teach Sunday school children. So after talking to him, and after hearing him speaking, after hearing his son speaking, I was interested. That's when he shared more information about Zambia School of Biblical Studies. And when he shared the information about Zambia School of Biblical Studies, I was interested, and I talked to my parents. And my parents, again, were very much interested for me to go and study at Zambia School of Biblical Studies. And it was in 2012 now. Later in 2011, I applied at Zambia School of Biblical Studies. But in 2012, when I was selected, that's when I went to Zambia. So in 2013, in 2011 and 2012, I was in Zambia. In 2012 and 2013, that's when I went to Zambia and studied the Bible there for 2 years. And in Zambia, that's when I met Brother Lon Gilbert of IPTM, the president of IPTM. And we talked. I told him where I was coming from, and he was interested for him to come to Malawi. And when I graduated in 2013, a few years later, I continued studying with IPTM online, of course. I was studying with IPTM online until I got my master's degree in Bible online with IPTM. When I was studying with IPTM, I was also doing electrical and electronic engineering, of course. And I was doing electrical, and also I was studying the Bible through online through IPTM. So when I talked to Lon, he was also interested to come to Malawi to be able to come and work with us in Malawi. So we organized the gospel meeting. It was in 2017, 2016, that's when it came, I think. When we had that big general meeting, which almost 2,000 plus people attended. That's when we started working on studying a school, studying a Bible school, like the one which I'm talking now about, a school of biblical studies. So the school started 6 years ago, and every year, the nearby congregations around the school, of course, they usually come together to meet and discuss some issues which the church is facing, and also how they can solve those problems. Of course, those meetings started before even the school started. But when the school started now, it just boosted that confidence in them, because they knew that there are people who are going to be able to give us the right solution of our current problem, biblical solution, that is. So it was last year when the churches came together at a nearby congregation in Mitundu, near the school. And when we met, we were discussing about the things which the problem which the church is facing. And out of those problems, we realized that the biggest problem which the church was facing was about how we can reach the world, or how we can teach the gospel to the lost souls in our areas. So we have tried doing door-to-door. We tried giving tracts. We tried several ways. And we saw that some of the ways were effective, but some they were not that much effective. Then we said, okay, how can we spread the gospel to this changing world? Because the world is changing. Yes, the gospel is still the same, but what we need to change is the way how we can take the gospel to the people. Because there are certain ways which they can work now, but in the next 5 years, maybe they may not be effective as much as they are today. So someone came up with the idea of studying a radio program. So when that idea came of starting the radio program, it was a very good idea, very, very nice idea a year ago. But now, we said, okay, if we start the radio program, where now do we start from? Because for a radio program to be aired, it needs money. For the radio program to be aired, it needs people who can be able to speak. And for the radio program to be aired again, we need to do a proper recording. Quality-wise, it needs to be something which can be recorded. Now, when that idea came, then on that day we all dispersed. Everyone went to his congregations. But before we left, they had to leave with us. They had to tell us as instructors, because we are there also at the meeting, that maybe we should be able to find a way how or where we can start from when it comes to this radio program. So lucky enough, I have my elder brother who is also a journalist. So when that idea came, I said, okay, maybe the better starting point for us is to start, or maybe to approach this elder brother of mine, so that he can be able to share more light on where to start from, how we can do it, and also, that's what we needed mostly, on where we can start from and how to do it. So I talked to him. When I talked to him, he told us how we can do it and where we can start from. So even if he told us how we can do it and where you can start from, because you cannot start a radio program without having the right materials where you can be able to record your program. Is that having the right people to be able to speak on that program. Now we said okay, and again you have to understand that we need to have the right materials. The light materials, we're talking about the recording materials which you can use, and also we're talking about the light schedule or light program layout, where you should be able to know that we are going to start from here, and we are going, next time we're going to reach this point, and next time we're going to reach this far. So when he told us that that thing, we had again to call upon the representative from different congregation again, so that we will be able to come together and see where we can start from. And again, the other thing which you mentioned is, so we talked about the cost. He said we were targeting at starting a radio program which will be able to preach for 30 minutes. But now we said, okay, this is the cost. These are the costs which you can, which you should be expected to pay in case you have decided to start this program. By then, the cost was, I think it was around $100 or $110 back then, a year ago, last year. So when I came back to these men again from different congregations, I told them exactly what this brother of mine has said. And when they heard about the cost and other things which we are supposed to have, it looked like maybe it's almost impossible for us to start it. But again, like enough, because of this brother of mine, when I talked to him again, he gave us another way, another option for us to start from. Because we knew that it was hard for us maybe to buy the light materials which we can use for recording. It would have been very hard by then. Even, in fact, it is very hard, we can put it like that. So he came up with a suggestion. And this suggestion was to say, okay, for a study, maybe you can be able to use my recorder, and I'll be able to record it for you, and I'll be able to do the work for you, editing and the rest for you for free. Because since I'm also a member of Church of Christ, by doing that, maybe I'll be able to help a lot. So with that suggestion, with what he said, I think it was very encouraging news for us. So we took that and we started. But now, before we start, we have to say, okay, how much are we going to pay? Because we cannot manage to pay $100 or $110 per week. That is per week, not per month. So we said, okay, the program should be able to be aired 4 times a month, like once a week. So it means we are supposed to have almost $440 a month, which was just too much for us. But yes, we wanted the program to start, but with that amount, it was just too much for congregations and also for many individuals. But when you talk to him now, he said, okay, I've got another way which I can be able to help you. And the way which he suggested was, say, I'll go back to the radio station where I work. I'll be able to negotiate with the management and be able to maybe come up with a reasonable price. So when we went back to the management of the radio station, that's when they negotiated, and like enough, the price was reduced from $110 to less than $50 per week. And on that, we have to understand that he was doing the recording and doing the editing and doing everything for us for free to make sure that price should surely be able to go as down as it has it had reached of less than $50 a week. Now, the other issue was, okay, this is the price. How are we going to raise these funds now? Because as churches, as congregation, when we came together, we suggested that, okay, this price is reasonable for us, and maybe if each and every congregation or individuals are able to contribute something towards this amount, it's a thing which will be able to be achieved. So we said, okay, we're going to start the program. By then, when we were starting the program, there was no money. But when I talked to this brother of mine, he said, okay, it's okay, I'll start paying for you for now, for a month. Then after that, you pick it up for yourself, contributing whatever you're going to contribute. So we started with what we offer, with what he has offered. So for a month, when the program started, he was the one recording, he was the one to do the editing, he was the one to do everything for us. And what we needed was for us to be able to have time to prepare and also record these programs. And when the price was agreed and he started paying us for the first month, then the other month now the churches started coming together, individuals started coming together, and everyone was able to contribute whatever they can contribute towards this work. So the work started. And for a year, that's what has been happening. Individuals are able to contribute whatever they can. Churches are able to contribute whatever they can. It's not all the churches, not all individuals, but many, they are trying their best to contribute whatever they can towards this work. And when you look at that, we'll see that it's an effort which individuals, it's an effort with congregations which they have put forth to make sure that this work should be where it is. And again, when we started recording, we realized that it was becoming expensive, because most of times to record this program, the school is located outside town, and it's almost 40 kilometers from town. Now, we could set a date where we could record the program. Maybe we can record 3 or 4 programs a day. That means if you record 4 programs today, then those programs will cover a month. So what was happening was we have to call him to come from town, to come to school and be able to record this program. And on top of that, yes, the churches came together, yes, the congregation came together to contribute this. But what the congregation did was, we are going to help you contribute towards this program money-wise. But it's up to you, meaning to us instructors, that we were the ones given the responsibility of preaching now. So we took that, and we are happy to have to be given that responsibility of teaching. So what we're doing is we have to give you a call that and arrange and say, okay, tomorrow you have to come and we're going to record this program. Then when he comes, you'll be able to record the program. Then over the period, the first month it worked well, second month it worked well. But as time goes, we realized that it was becoming expensive again, more expensive for him to travel from there and also coming to us. And the biggest problem which was there again was, when the program was recorded, the room which you were using to record, you realize that the quality of the sound was not that much good. At the end of the day, the management of the radio station, again, they started complaining that the quality which we are giving them is not that much good. We have to keep on improving. So we said, okay, how are we going to sort this problem out? So again, this brother of mine suggested, say, okay, what we need to be doing is this now. For the quality, and again for this other cost, what you need to do is this. You need to be coming at our radio station studio at night for when most workers, they have knocked off. So we'll be able to give you a room at our recording studio for you to record, so that you should be able to improve the quality. And also we should be able, I think, to get something which is better. Anyway, it's just a matter of improving the quality. So now what was happening was, instead of him coming to us, it was us and I going to him. So most of times at night, we could try to find time to go and be able to meet and record at his studio for a short, once in a while, I can just put it like that. Once in a while, we could be able to go and record these programs now at night, most of times. So now, on quality-wise, we have improved, and yeah, it was better now. So even the management of the radio station were convinced with the improvement of quality-wise. Now, the biggest problem is we are going at night, and also we are spending something again. That's another challenge again, you know. At times, when you try to solve this problem, somehow you create another one. So we thought, okay, how are we going to do this now? So at the end of the day, now we have to write letters to ask it to individuals and also some congregation, and most importantly for the people who are willing to help. So some, they managed to help up to the point that we managed to build our own small studio, of course, at school now, so that we should be able to record these programs at on time and with a good quality again. So this was a very good development after doing what we did, because with that it helped us a lot to be able to record the program at our own time, which was very good, and again the quality was very good. So once the program is recorded, instead of us going there again to leave the program, we will be able to send to him through WhatsApp, of course, the recorded program. Then we'll be able to work on the program which we have given him. So the program started very well and also continued very well with that way. And again, when the program started, as I've already said, it was aired once a week. So the program started airing once a week, and the members started organizing the program, and also a lot of people were coming in to continue supporting the program to make sure that it should not die. Both churches in rural areas and both churches in town, they were able to do as much as they can to support this program so that it should not die. As time goes, we realized that the program was able to bear good results, because people who are already members, they were really much encouraged with the programs, they were edified with the programs, the way they were being done. And again, it was giving them confidence. No, these things, again, you have to understand that there are some places when you meet people, when you tell them about Church of Christ, they'll be like, when did this church start? It will look like it's something new to them. Why? It's because they have never heard about them. They have never heard about this church. They have never heard that they are Christians. They have never heard about this Church of Christ. So whenever you go to them, they will be like, which church is this? Then you tell them, it's a Church of Christ, it's the Church of the Bible. Sometimes they do not believe in what you're saying, because they say, how can the Church of the Bible, I'm this old, I'm like 30 years old, or I'm like 50 years old, I've never heard about this church. Now, when the program started on radio, it gave the society, the country, an understanding to understand that there is this church. And even for those who are already Christians, they would be able to understand that, all right, I think it's true, I'm in the right church. Because there are some Christians, or there are some people who are Christians, yes, but maybe they are not even sure whether this is a true church or not. We have those people in our society again. They just feel like this church is better than this other church. So when the program started, it built the confidence. It helped a lot of people to understand that, yes, there is true church. And if you are thinking that this is not the true church, then we are wrong. Because of the way the message was being presented, because of the way the truth was being highlighted to them. So as time goes by, we, after talking to Brother Ronald Gilbert, and also I was able to share to him the goodness, the results of this program now. He talked to us, and he was willing to help us so that we should be able to start another program in a week. So like we should be doing 2 programs in a week. The first program which we are supporting, which we are doing it on our own, and nearby congregations they are able to support. And the second program which will be supported by Brother Ron Gilbert and IBGM, to make sure that the gospel is displayed as much as we can. So because of this now, we saw that when the program started, it had few listeners. But as time goes, we realized that the program had over or close to 1 million people who were able to listen to this program. So you can see that a lot of Christians are listening, and also a lot of people who are not Christians are able to listen. Because there are some people whom they have never heard about Church of Christ. There are some people whom they have never heard about the true church. They have never heard about that. But when you use the radio station as the way we started, we reached close to 1 million people were able to listen to this program. So out of this, we realized that a lot of souls were being added to the church. A lot of souls were being edified in the church, because they were able to get the message, the light message from us. There are some people who just believe to say, if they hear something on the radio station, if they hear something maybe on the TV, to them, as long as it is on TV, as long as it is on radio, it is true. Why am I saying this? If someone is on radio and is preaching something which is not biblical, still there are a lot of people they believe because it is a radio. And when the program started, we were able to preach something from the Bible. With that again, it was very good for us. Because there are some people who already believe that if you are speaking on radio, whether you are lying to them, they just feel like you are saying the truth. But now imagine, you are speaking on radio and you are telling people the truth. it had a very big impact, this program. Close over here, it's close to 1,000 people maybe who have been baptized. It's close to 1,000 days. It's close to 1,000 people have been baptized, and close to I can't just name. I can't just give a number, but good number of Christians have been edified because the program has been set in a way that those who are outside they can be added, and again those who are already in the church they can be edified. So looking at those angles again, you see that it has been so beneficial. It can happen in some months, maybe in a month. You can get maybe close to, or in a month you can get close to, or more than 100 questions in a month. Questions coming from the previous, program, or maybe they are just asking a question related to the Bible. So in a month, you can be able to get close to, or more than 100 questions from different individuals. Those Christians, already Christians, and those who are not yet baptized. Why? It's because people, slowly by slowly, they're able to build the confidence in the program. So this program has been so beneficial to us. And as a result now, looking at this program, you see that it has a very big impact. People are able to follow. As a result, when the program started again, you find out that people are having a lot of questions about the Church of Christ. People are having a lot of questions about certain issues related to the Bible. Now, we thought, okay, it's impossible for us maybe to have 2 or 3 programs a week because of financial issues. But what should we do next? Now, at the end of the program, what we do is, at the end of the program, we usually give the number in case someone has got a question or you want a certain type of subject to be also addressed on radio. So what we do is people, they usually use that number to contact us. So what we usually do is this. When someone is willing maybe to learn more about Church of Christ or has questions related to the program which has been aired, what we usually do is we keep their numbers when they contact us. If it's someone nearby, near the school or near us, we will be able to meet him. But most of people, they are not close to us. So what we do is, because it is a thing which is started with congregations, whenever there's someone in an area, in a certain area far from us, which this has been the case, of course, most people are far from us who are contacting us anyway. So we usually contact the nearby congregation in the area, and in the congregation they will be able to send someone to this person. We usually give them their number. So contact this person. This person has been following already a program. Go and talk to him, and he wants to understand more about the Church of Christ. So instead of us going there now, it is a nearby congregation in an area which goes to this person. Then they'll have Bible study, and if he obeys the gospel, he is baptized. So with that, again, it has helped a lot of people to be baptized, and it also has brought many people again together because everyone is ready to wait. Because he's just waiting for us to tell them that there's this person who wants to learn the Bible, go and talk to this person. So with this, people are being baptized. With this, people are being edified. And again, people are following this program a lot. So, and again, we thought, okay, we cannot go on radio with 2 or 3 more programs. What do? We have created a WhatsApp group, of course. What we do with this group is whenever someone wants to start the Bible with us more, we add him to this group. Then we'll be able to share the gospel with him on this group. And at the right time, whenever he makes the decision to be baptized also, then we send someone in his area to be able to to do the baptism, and also be able to show him the way, show him the congregation which is near by this in his area. So, apart from the program which is aired on radio, we have also other 2 programs which are only sent on WhatsApp. So we have the program which are 2 programs per week. One comes on Tuesday, another one comes on Thursday. So these 2 programs for Tuesday and Thursday are only aired on WhatsApp. So what it means is this. These 2 programs, what we try to do is, or what we are doing in this program is this. In case someone has got a certain question which needs to be addressed, So what we do is we just prepare a certain sermon trying to address what is asking. So these are meant for that. So a lot of people are able to follow. A lot of people are following these programs. We even get good responses, of course, through these WhatsApp programs. Because you find that when the program is aired again on radio, maybe someone can miss the program. So does he wait for the following week to listen to it? No. Once the program is aired on radio, what we do also is we have a record of the program. So for those who have missed it already, we just share with them on WhatsApp. So what is happening is this: when the program is aired to us, when the program is given to us now, we send to individuals, we send to everyone who is interested to listen to these programs, and we have got a good number of people who are following this program again through phone. Members, we have got those who are following in Mozambique, in our neighboring country. We have got even those who are following in South Africa through WhatsApp. They may not be able to listen to the program direct on radio, but through WhatsApp they're able to follow and they're able to share to their individuals again. So we see that it is having a very good impact of the program. So both locally in Malawi and also in South Africa and also in Mozambique, because brothers are able to follow these programs. And again, when the program started, we also learned a lot of things from the program when it started. There are certain times which the program, when it is addressed, when the program is aired on radio, people have a lot of questions. So we usually do one day, like a conference, we can just put it like that. We invite Christians, we invite those people at a school for a day. From 8 o'clock to maybe around 3 o'clock in the afternoon or evening, we just put it like that. So we bring our Christians together. And what happens again is this. On this day, we try to answer as many questions as we have received. And also we try to address very important topics which needs to be addressed. Recently, we have had a problem of COVID. And this has really brought again problem in the church. Because there are those who say you cannot get vaccinated, or you cannot get vaccination because a Christian is not supposed to get vaccination. And there are those who believe you can get vaccination. So in the church, you are having these two groups of people. Those who believe that you can get, and those who do not believe in that. And others even say, this is what exactly the book of Revelation has said about the number 666 in the book of Revelation. So the churches started dividing again. Confusion started coming in the church. People started dividing in the church because of this issue of COVID. So we thought again, okay, when the first step which we took was to have a program on radio, which more than 1 million people listen to that. But again, we had to arrange a one-day meeting like this, which we planned to have maybe 1,000 people. But on that day, the number went over that, but we enjoyed having a lot of people, although, but yeah, we have to make some few changes when it comes to food and other things. So when these meetings are done, we have to provide food for them, one meal, that is lunch only. So the meeting will start at 8 and will end around 3 o'clock. So you can plan for maybe 1,000 people or 500 people. You find that the number can reach 1,000 plus or close to 2,000 even, or even more than that, because everyone is willing to come and listen the word of God. So it shows that people are willing to do that. People are more willing to do that. So with this radio program and also having these one-day gospel meetings, a lot of members are being edified. A lot of souls are being added in the church. So at times you think of, what if we are doing more? What if you are doing more programs? What if you have got many light people to be able to help? Because you have to remember, we are doing now we are doing 2 programs on radio, and we are doing 2 programs which are only shared on WhatsApp. So it means on a week, you have to prepare 4 programs a week. And you see that you receive maybe 100 plus questions in a month. And again, you see that you have close to 1 million people following the radio program. So every time the program finished on radio, you will receive phone calls, you will receive messages, people trying to learn more about the Church of Christ. There are certain days which from 1st June this year to 4th June, when through our Facebook page, of course, when you posted something talking about Liongo School Biblical Studies, we had almost 46,000 people who responded to that, and we received close to 5,000 messages. People want to know about Liongo School Biblical Studies. People want to know about Church of Christ. Now, when you think of those numbers, it's almost impossible for you to respond to all of those. But people want to know about the Church of Christ. People want to know about the school. Meaning, if all these people are helped, if all these people are being responded to, how many can we be able to baptize in a year or in a day or in a month? A good number of people. Yes, a lot are being baptized. Yes, a lot of people are being helped. But imagine if you put if you put more workers towards this week, we can see that a lot of people can be baptized. A lot of people can be also saved. When people are being baptized, when people are questioning, or when people are being edified, it is helping the church to grow as the way it's supposed to be. When people are being edified, it is at times you find that you will be able to baptize a lot of people, but over a certain period of time, you find that the church is losing some of those people who are baptized. Now, when you look at that again, we sat and said, okay, how are we going to improve this? Yes, a lot of people are being baptized. Yes, a lot of people are being saved. Yes, a lot of people are being edified. But how do we keep the saved saved? That's another issue which we have to, which we are trying as much as we can. So because of that, we are arranging, or we have arranged having these 5-day lessons. We have invited not many, but we are having 35 students as of now, which they are going to study the Bible, whom they are new Christians. Yes, they have believed about the Church of Christ, but you find that someone who has believed about Church of Christ is baptized, is a member of Church of Christ. Now, when it comes to Sunday, first day of the week for him to worship, he will have a lot of questions, like, why is this church doing these 5 acts of worship? Why is this church not doing this? Why is this church doing this different from this? Now, when you baptize someone and you do not teach him well about some of these things, you find that over a certain period of time you're going to lose him. So, as a school now, we said, okay, we have baptized many. What do? We need to be able to invite some of these people who have been baptized to come here. They have understood about the true church, they have understood about baptism, but again, they need to understand some of these things. They need to know also how to baptize, which is very, very important again, so that they should be able to baptize. Because some of these people, they're coming from an area where the congregations are new. So it means it is their responsibility, these people who have been baptized, to be able to baptize others. So how are they going to baptize others? They need to learn. So that's why we have organized these lessons, these classes, for people to be able to learn about baptism, be able to learn about why we worship on Sunday, be able to learn about 5 acts of worship, and also be able to have an overall picture of the Bible, just a survey of the Bible, which is very, very important for them. Because when you are baptized many, for these people to be kept saved, they need to be taught. As what the Bible has already pointed out in the book of Matthew chapter 28. When we baptize them, we should be able to continue teaching them. So it is very, very important for them as babies, as young in faith. So, as much as we are baptizing people, we are trying to be able to teach as many as we can. Because the more are being taught, it will be able to build a very better and a strong church. So, looking at all these things, the impact which the radio program has had, and also looking at how many people are baptized, yes, we have tried as much as we can through IBTM, of course. Brother Ron has been able to raise funds, of course, to send to us to be able to purchase Bibles to give to these new Christians. But again, more are still needed. Again, more Bibles are still needed because more people are being baptized in different places. There are some places which people are being baptized after listening to the radio program, but not really the program which has caused them to be baptized. But what the program again is doing is this. Someone can listen to the radio program. When you listen to the radio program, one day you'll be able to meet someone who is a member of Church of Christ. So when they are discussing about Church of Christ, these people will be able to relate. I've already heard about these people on radio. Now they have come, they are telling me. So those people who goes and talk to these people, to this contact in this area, who has already heard about this program already, it is making it easier for those people to be able to be received in their homes and be able to share the gospel with these people. Why? It's because a lot of people have already heard. All they need is what? Maybe they may not be able to contact us. But if in their area, the congregation has organized the door-to-door service. When someone goes to these people and be able to tell them that I'm a member of Church of Christ, so already in the mind of people be, I've already heard about these people. I know these people. So they will be able to receive those people because it is something which they have already heard. Making these people, when they are preaching to them, it is also helping them a lot because people have, or a lot of people are able to follow this program. So we just hope that people will be able to continue supporting this week, supporting the radio program, supporting the school, and be able to support so that we'll be able to have as much program as we have already started having in 5-day lessons to all new Christians, because this will build a better church. This will build better Christians, because Christians are taught. If you baptize someone and not teach him well, at the end of the day, you're going to lose him. That's the way it's supposed to be. So we are trying to do our part to make sure that those who are being baptized, they are taught well, so that they should be, or they should remain faithful, by giving them new Bibles, giving them hymn books, and also most importantly, teaching them the word of God. Because without doing this, then we are going to lose as half of those who were baptized. But the more we do this, the more support is being given, the more weight of this is being given. And again, we have to think of this: the more people are ready to work. Because if a lot of people are able to work, then a lot of people are going to be saved.
After baptizing a lot of men through the programs of radio programs, and also our graduates who went there outside there in the field to preach the word of God, as I've already said at the beginning, that we have baptized almost 5,000 people, and also even planted almost over 20 congregations. So after seeing that, we thought it wise, after seeing what Paul said in the book of Acts, where we see that Paul, after planting churches, you know what he did? He was also going there to see how the church was doing. Another thing that Paul did is to train people who are going to hold the church, so that they should hold fast to the sound doctrine. This is what Paul did. So us also, we thought it wise, after seeing that we have baptized a lot of people into the church, we have also established a lot of churches. It was also a good thing to also train these people to come here also at school, so that we can train them. So that after going back there, these people, they should teach the sound doctrine, rather than baptizing a lot of people and at the end of the day, just leaving them like that. And at the end of the day, we have seen a lot of churches here in Malawi coming to an end simply because we have been baptizing people in the church, but those people, they are not trained. So after sitting down, we thought it wise to invite some of these brethren who have been baptized and also those churches who have we have just established so that they can come here and learn the word of God, so that when they are going outside there, they should be well equipped with the word of God. We thought it wise to start teaching them some few lessons, some of the reasons because of some funds. We thank God that you brethren there, you are trying your best to send some funds here to help us, mainly to train these brethren. But we just chose a few lessons that these brethren they can be teaching while they are outside there, thinking that they are just new in the church. We have just baptized them. So we thought it wise to teach them the Old and the New Testament survey, so that these people they should know the Bible. When they're holding the Bible, they should know that this book is in the Old Testament and this book is in the Old Testament. Also there we included the issue of the time of the Bible, where we see first the patriarchal age, then Mosaic age, and then we see the last one, which is the time of our Lord Jesus Christ. After teaching this, also we also thought it wise to teach them about the New Testament church. You know, these people they should know about the New Testament church. They should be able to defend that this is the true church by seeing what the Bible is saying. It was going to be very difficult for them just to baptize them and leave them there. They would be having difficulties in defending the truth or the one true church. So we thought it also wise to include this topic of New Testament church. After also seeing about this, we also had the problem of misunderstanding about the issue of baptism. You know, people they were believing in a lot of baptisms. So we also thought it wise that maybe we should also teach these people about baptism. So we also had this lesson of baptism. After also this baptism, also we had another lesson, which is 5 acts of worship, where we also told these people about these 5 acts of worship, and also we trained them how they can conduct these 5 acts of worship. Let's say, for example, someone is on Road Supper or on the giving. We train them how they can do it. We didn't just teach them theory, but also practical, how they can do it. Even also in baptism, also did the same issue, how they can baptize someone so that they should not make mistakes when they are out there. Another thing that also we teach them is about why we worship on Sunday. This is also another lesson that we thought it wise to teach them, so that they should know why we worship on Sunday. So we had 5 lessons that we thought that we should train these people. If we were going to have another chance, maybe we are going to add other lessons, so that these people they should be well equipped. So after teaching them all these 5 lessons, we also thought it wise that we should give them Bibles. You know, it's also a problem that a lot of people here they don't have Bibles. We cannot train someone and send him back to their respective congregations without a Bible, because at the end of the day, what are they going to teach? So we thought it wise also that those people who didn't have Bibles, we should give them Bibles, so that when they are going out there, they should be using the Bible. Another thing also that we thought it wise to give them is songbooks. You know, this is also another problem about the church here. The brethren, they don't have songbooks. As I've already said, that we were also even training them on how they can conduct this, some of these acts of worship. For example, singing. How can they conduct singing, or how can they do this act of worship singing without a songbook? So we thought it's also wise to give them songbooks, so that when they are going there, if they are going to teach other people, they should also be using this songbook. It would be very hard if you just send them without songbooks. How are they going to teach others who also want to learn on this act of singing? And also, the last thing also that we gave these people is the certificate of attendance. You know, after these 5 days that they have been trained here, we also thought it wise that we should give them certificate of attendance, where there at the certificate of attendance we have included the name of the school and also even the subject that they have been attending here at the school. So those are some of the things that we have been doing here. We thank our brothers for the funds that you have sent for us to train these brethren so that we should have a strong church. These people who are here to be trained, they were those who were just baptized. We did not invite those people who have been there in the church for a long time, but those people who have just been baptized so that we should hold them in the church. So this is what we have done. As you can see now, the brethren came here from the School of Biblical Studies. Now they have finished their course, which started on 6 June 2022 up to 10 June. These brethren arrived on 5 June, where on 5 June they are preparing to start on 6 June. And we thank God that the way we planned the things and these brethren, they have finished their training. As of now, very soon they will be going to their respective homes. We have brethren from Mozambique, and also we have brethren from Malawi, where we have those brethren from Central Region and also Sovereign Region who came here to attend this training. We thank God for everything that has been done here, and we hope that these brethren, there will be faithful brethren who are going to teach others the things that they have learned here.